Looking for some good fall off the bone smoked ribs? Well, my friends, you've come to the right place. I'm Anthony, and you're Smoking with Smitty. Hey folks, welcome back to the kitchen. As you can see in front of me, we're going to be doing a classic smoke today. That's right, we're going to be doing some baby back ribs. In fact, we're going to be doing 3-2-1 baby back ribs. 3 hours in the smoke, 2 hours wrapped up, and then another hour on the grill with our favorite barbecue sauce. These things are going to be amazing. So stick around to the end. We'll see how they turn out together. All right, guys. So as you can see in front of us, we've got two beautiful racks of ribs. So if you guys are like me, you know, you've done barbecue. I've never smoked ribs before, but I've barbecued a ton. And the one thing I didn't know was that on the underside, there is this membrane. And if you don't take that membrane off before you smoke, the smoke's not going to penetrate your ribs properly. So what we're going to do is, we've got a dull point butter knife, and you're just going to stick your knife underneath this so that you can start pulling out the membrane. And you see my knife in there, or my knife in there? You can see how I'm pulling it out. So we're just going to get a hand on this membrane. And as you can see, it's slippery. I'm having a bit of a hard time. So just grab a piece of paper towel and you can start pulling it off. So let's hope this goes all in one pull. There you go. Look at that. See that membrane that's coming off? This is also going to help keep your ribs nice and tender as well, because this membrane can get chewy. So we're just going to keep pulling it off. And there we go. All right. Time for number 2. So we'll just get that knife in there. Sometimes it's easier than others. All right, folks, now that we've got that membrane taken care of, we're gonna start putting on the dry rub. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with some yellow mustard, just like we did on the last video. You can use oil, olive oil, vegetable oil, canola, whatever you want. For me, I just prefer mustard, and it will just help that rub stick to the ribs. Now, another thing I'm going to have to do is cut these ribs in half, because the trays that I have in my smoker aren't long enough for the whole rack, so I'm going to be cutting those a little bit later on. But for right now, let's just make sure we get it all covered so that we can get that rub on there, and then we'll get to smoking. All right, here we are with the rub. Now, you don't have to put a ton on it, but you want to make sure that you get a good coating. So, and again, I'll put the recipe for this rub down below, because for me it's pretty good. Now this one, I've got cayenne in it, so it gives it a little bit of a bite. Not too much, but just enough that we like. So let's just keep going, and we'll get this rub in here. And you want to get it all over. Like I said, not a heavy coat. I mean, but enough that this is going to add some amazing flavor, and the bark is going to be fantastic. All right. We are almost ready for the smoker. Now I've got the smoker already heated up out back. Like I said, we're going to be doing a 3-2-1 rib. So we're going to be doing 3 hours in the smoke. This time, I'm not using hickory this time. I decided to go with apple. It's a little bit more of a milder smoke. So we're going to be trying that for the first time. Now, the temperature that you want to put it at for those 3 hours is about 225. Now, some people will say 180, 190. I find that 225 seems about perfect, because when I used to do ribs in the oven, that's how I cooked them at, was at 225. So look at this. This is ready to go. Alrighty, folks. So here we are back at the smoker. So I've got one rack, or one tray of ribs. So we're going to put these up around the middle, just in here. Now I've got, it's a lot windy out here, so if you can hear the wind, I apologize. I've got a tray here just full of water that will help retain moisture inside the smoker as we continue. So let's get the second one in there and get to smoking. All right, here's our second tray or rack of ribs, I guess. But anyway, you get them in there, and now low and slow for 3 hours. And through the beauty of editing, we're back. Hey folks, it's 3 hours later and these ribs look fantastic. So we're going to the next step, which is 2 hours wrapped in foil at 225. So what we have here is we have some butter that we're gonna put in. A lot of people like to put in brown sugar and things like that. We prefer a more savory rib than sweet. So what we're going to do here is put in this butter and we're gonna wrap it. Now I'm using heavy duty aluminum foil. If you don't have heavy duty aluminum foil, just give it 2 layers of aluminum foil. But you don't want those bones to poke out while you're cooking. So what we're going to do is we're gonna wrap it up. This looks fantastic. Make sure it's nice and tight, okay? Sorry for the noise. But we're gonna put it in nice and tight. Now, the thing that I've decided to do is I'm gonna put it in our oven at 225. I mentioned this in my previous video that I had a hard time controlling the temperature with the Bradley smoker, and it just doesn't seem to be consistent enough. So I'm gonna take these ribs, we're gonna put them in our oven at 225, and then after that, for the next hour, we're gonna put them in the grill. So, here we go. All right, so we've got our grill around 225, 250, and that's not too bad. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put those ribs onto the grill and we're gonna slather on that barbecue sauce that we like so much. So, here we go. They smell so good. They smell so good. This is incredible. Look at those. Those are amazing. All right, so we're gonna let them warm up a little bit more and then we're gonna start putting on our barbecue sauce. All right, so now that we've got our ribs on the grill, we're gonna start giving them a good coat of barbecue sauce. So just rub it around. And we like a lot of barbecue. We like our ribs messy. So we're gonna put a lot of barbecue sauce on them. So here we go. And after a few minutes, we're gonna turn them over. Let that sauce caramelize on the grill. So there we go. Don't they look good? Wow. Well, here we are, 30 minutes into the final stage, and I can't tell you how good these smell. These are fantastic. So let's give them a turn and see how they turn out. Oh, we've got some good grill marks. We've got some good barbecue sauce on these. These are going to be fantastic. Well, folks, after 6 hours after we started this whole process, this is what we got, and they look amazing. You can see, look at the bone is just falling off the meat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it up a little bit and see what we have inside. All right, so here we go. Oh, they're hot. Wow, they're hot. Oh, look at this. I don't even need to cut it. It just pulls right off. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, look at that. That is just fantastic. Oh, wow. I can't wait to try these out. They cut so well, they're falling off the bone. I can't ask for more. This is going to be a fantastic supper. Oh, wow. Look at that. Just look at that. Fantastic. All right, folks. So, I know not everyone has a smoker at home, and what we're going to do in future videos is I'm going to show you how you can smoke your own meat on a barbecue grill, a charcoal grill. You don't need a smoker, so we're going to get into that a little bit. And also, we're going to get into the Montreal smoked meat. I mentioned that maybe during my earlier video, but we're going to get into that Montreal smoked meat. That is going to be phenomenal. So I hope you guys stick around. I hope you subscribe, hit that like button, smash that like button, and yeah, you'll see more videos to come. Thanks for watching.